It's the morning, about 6:20. I'm headed to work. And I usually get there about 6:50. Start at 7. And then I'll leave from there at 3 and go to the gym. I did my hit on the bike this morning. It hasn't been, like this past week, hasn't been as bad on that because my legs aren't sore at all from legs because of the deload. But so, basically like on this morning, I'll wake up 5:45, whether I'm doing the elliptical or the bike. Like I'll do my regular morning routine, like brush my teeth and everything like that. Like brush my teeth, take my weight, and then I'll go back in my room, get dressed in the clothes that I'm going to be in for the day. Well, I guess the stuff I'm going to do that on the hit, do the hit with, and I'll do my vacuums, my 10 vacuums, and then I'll go in the kitchen, take my vitamins, and then eat my first meal. To get like some carbs in me, so I'm not burning muscle while I'm doing the hit. So I'm mainly burning glycogen and carbs in the bloodstream. And then while I'm waiting, like for that to digest for like 20, maybe 30 minutes, I'll put like the dishes away that I washed the night before. Wash my container that I ate my breakfast in, and then I usually clean out the cat's litter box, make sure they have food and stuff like that. Then I'll get my shoes and then go do my hit cardio. That takes about 26 minutes. I do a 5-minute warm up on the bike. And each minute I'll increase the resistance by 3 until I get to 12. And then after I get to 12, after that minute, I'll increase it to 20. The highest level, go 20 seconds as hard as I can, and then like go at an easy pace at the 12 level, 12 resistance level for 45 seconds. I'll repeat that 15 times, and then I do like a 5 or 6 minute cool down. That's just me going at 12, the resistance speed 12, just at like a steady pace. After knowing that, I got like the bike in like the corner of my room, so I slide it out just so it doesn't hit the wall while I'm doing it. So I'll just slide it back to where it was, and then I'll go take a shower, quick shower. I'll put on my work clothes, and it's getting sunny. Here in Virginia, I don't know how it is like, well, I do know how it is, like when I was living in Kentucky. Like it didn't get light in the summertime until at least 7:30. It didn't get dark in Kentucky until at least 9:30 in the summertime. Like it was crazy. I'd never been in the time zone. Like it's not even a time zone. It's the same time zone as it is here. It's just further away. So it gets sunny here first, and then it gets darker here first. It's probably about an hour behind. Like it'll start getting, like I saw light outside this morning at 5:30. Like it started to get light, which is insane. And then it usually gets dark, completely dark, or somewhat completely dark around 8:30. Well, it's different. Kind of sucks in the summertime because when you're trying to go to sleep at 8:30 at night and it's still somewhat light outside, you know, I'm trying to turn off all the lights in the house to try to get, you know, my body to produce melatonin so I can get tired and go to sleep.
which I have no problem going to sleep. Going to sleep's no problem. I just end up having to wake up either having to pee or something at night.
Like lately, I've been dreaming like crazy. I dreamt like 3 different dreams last night. Just odd dreams. But I'm gonna get off of here and continue this drive to work. It's probably about 20-25 minutes, give or take. Then if you get stuck in traffic on Interstate 95, like I'm just on Interstate 95 for like not even 5 minutes. And then I get off at the exit. And if it's backed up on that, that's when it sucks. Because people don't know how to drive. I say maybe it's just like around here, but it's everywhere, man. When I was in Kentucky, people didn't know how to drive. Like they were zooming down the road, weaving in and out, almost causing accidents. They say the same thing in Washington, D.C., so it's probably everywhere. People are crazy everywhere, no matter where you go. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and continue this drive and get there and get this day started. See you in a little bit. I just finished up at work, headed to the gym. Today has been a very, very boring day at work. I've been doing the same repetitive task over and over again for the past 8 hours. I mean, I took, I guess, some breaks to eat in between, but it's been the same thing all day. And I hate like doing, I mean, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Like, most of the time I don't, because when it's that repetitive, all you think about is just bad stuff, you know? Like, it's so repetitive that you're not using your mind doing the exercise, so you use your mind by thinking, you know, by thinking about stuff like, I don't know. And I hate thinking negative thoughts all the time. I try not to. It's hard when you're just standing there doing the same thing, you know, over and over again. Hopefully I can go to the gym. Well, I'm going to the gym regardless, but hopefully I can go in there and get a nice pump in my back and biceps. Don't forget about that. Today is the last lifting day of the Deload week. So again, half the weight, half the amount of sets. And tomorrow's an off day from the gym. I'll do my cardio in the morning, my elliptical. But other than that, I don't lift tomorrow. And I'll start back up with legs too on Wednesday. So, I mean, I thought I felt pretty decent this morning. I had a decent amount of energy. But doing that repetitive task all day, it just mentally drains me, man. I don't know. What do I know? But I'm gonna I wanna have a job right now everything's working. I wouldn't say it's working perfect, but like my schedule is like on point, you know. Like it's like I eat and then I leave work and I go to the gym and I go home and I do my stuff. I feel like working a 10-hour shift, 2 more extra hours a day, that either one breaks the meals up so much before I have my pre-workout meal, something like that, you know. I like having 2 meals before I go to bed after I get home from the gym. But I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't like waiting too late in the day to go to the gym either, you know. So I get off at 3 now. Then I go to the gym. Say if I got off at like 5:30, I wouldn't be, you know, in the gym till training until 5:45, 6 o'clock. So I'm just trying to weigh my options. It feels like it's 4 days in the week that I work. I'll have to be, as soon as I get home, I'll be basically eating and going to bed, you know. There's just not enough hours in the day, you know, to get enough sleep. But I'll stop boring you, and I'm gonna get to the gym and hopefully get a good pump and workout, and then I'll catch you for a post-gym talk, I guess. See you in a little bit. So I just finished up with back training, back biceps, and a little bit of abs, and I definitely feel much better since I went in there and did that. I got the blood flow and everything. I guess my dopamine levels went up or whatever. But I definitely feel a lot better. I'm not gonna say that I'm off the chain energized, but I feel better. Now I'm headed home, gonna eat my post-workout meal, drink my post-workout water. Same stuff, but these same things that I keep doing, it'll pay off one day. It has to. So that was the last session. Training session of the half weight, half sets. And then now, starting Wednesday, I'll go back up to my regular weight and I'll train at 3 RIR. So basically where I stopped at before I started the deload, I'll do the same amount of reps minus 3, you know. And then next week, I'll do the same weight, and then I'll add 1 rep. And then I'll go back to normal. So I'm not making progress, but I guess I'm coming back slowly so I can make progress, so to say. Oh, I forgot to say this morning, I left the house, I was going down the main road to get to the interstate. had like half the lane of the road shut down, and then the one way they said, okay, we got to take a detour around this, around, and I was, it took me a few extra minutes to get to work, but I got to see this place that I've been watching them build. It's going to be a Lego molding facility. It's like the only one that's built in the United States, the second in North America. The only one that's built in North America is in, I think, Monterrey, Mexico. And then they're also building a distribution center in the county that I live in. And there's only one other distribution center in North America, and that's in Fort Worth, Texas. So it's pretty cool that Lego, it's out of all the places in the United States, they decided to build it here in Virginia. It's kind of odd, in this area in Virginia. But other than that, just basic stuff. Tomorrow I'll try to take it easy. Normally I have a bunch of schoolwork to do, but I don't really have much until the start of the next month, start of June. I'm taking biology and English. And just staying consistent, eating my same meals, drinking my fluids. That's the part that's easy to me. People say the hardest part's the eating, the diet. The diet's the easiest part for me. Because I don't mind eating the same stuff over and over again. I don't mind eating the, healthy food and stuff because it gives me more volume. The only thing I don't like about, being on a strict diet like I am, because, I'll always be on one because that's just how I am. Just the volume. I just want to eat and eat. I just want to keep eating. Because I like volume. But I'm not like starving. That's the difference. I always have an appetite, but I'm not starving. So the food volume I'm eating right now is kind of satisfying my hunger. That's good. Other than that, I'll wrap it up for today. It's a good day. I don't know what I'm going to film tomorrow. I might film me doing some of my cooking tomorrow. Because I got to do some cooking. But I'll figure that out tomorrow. But that's it for today. And I feel a lot better now, if you can't tell. And my mood is a lot better. So we'll see how it goes once I get home. See how how I feel. I still got to get like over 4,000 steps probably today still, because I did the bike this morning, and that doesn't really give me as much steps as like the elliptical would. So, and when I go to work, I don't get, like, I get steps and I try to keep moving the best I can. I'm never sitting, but I just kind of like, I have to like stand still and do like a machine for a while, you know what I mean? So that's where it gets me. But I'm also getting myself a haircut tonight. I'm gonna give myself a haircut and I'm gonna shave tonight. So, well, that's it. I'll keep y'all, I don't want to keep y'all any longer. I'm gonna get home and eat, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next one.